Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for October 2020 for the sign of Libra. So before we begin, I'd like to just, first of all, welcome you, especially those of you who are new to my channel, and invite you to subscribe so that you'll be aware of the other content that comes up on my channel. When you subscribe, just make sure you click on that notification bell so that you get all of the notifications that come through. As well, on my channel, I do weekly angel tarot card readings. You'll be able to find that here. Also, I post daily card messages that are written on my community board on my YouTube channel. And you can also go to my Facebook page, link below this video, and also find the daily card messages written there. As well, since the pandemic, I've been offering as a special offer to new clients and previous clients my half-hour reading for $77 for 1 full hour. So you would go to my website, theangelschool.com, and that link is below on the services page, and there's no special button, so you would just select that half-hour reading within 24 hours on the first business day, not on any weekends, and I don't work on the weekends, but on that first business day, I will get back to you within 24 hours with a confirmation email, which will also note the special offer for the full hour. Okay, so let's take a moment now to take a deep breath and to really clear our minds, so clear the space of our heart and our minds, and just be open and receptive to the guidance and the love, the immense love that the universe has for you, and all the wisdom that your higher self wishes to impart to you. So as we just tune in for Libra, a little bit earlier I was seeing sort of a staircase ascending, and this is giving me a sense of you moving up in some way. It could also indicate the ascension process. And I was seeing this staircase from standing in a room. It feels like I was standing in a house, and it's on the first floor and watching the staircase. So you may be have an important decision that's coming up for you in this month. And it's about, taking that higher road, that higher path, versus staying where you are. And so you may feel like they wrote the word gap. So you might feel the gap in a way, because from where you're standing to where that other choice might take you, or what it might take for you to reach that level, you might be focusing too much on the distance, the gap that your ego is projecting. And it just feels like you're just standing there and thinking about it, instead of trusting your gut instinct and going with that impulse. This choice, I know it seems important to you, and they're writing like it's a leap of faith for you. But, and there's something that they're showing me where you don't want it to be taken advantage of. You don't want to be stretched beyond your means, and then sort of be left with this big hole in your heart, maybe from the disappointment that, and so this is telling me that gap that you're experiencing is because you don't have confidence in yourself, or you're afraid of being hurt or disappointed, and you don't want to put yourself through this. It's almost like you're focusing on this idea of false hopes. And they're showing me a tree, and when I see the trunk of a tree, usually it says your soul diagnostics, letting me know how much alignment you are allowing, and how strong the connection is. So when it's very thin, it's telling me that you're closing off and not allowing the full potential of communication, up and down. So they were showing me it was very thin, right at this point, but then it expanded a bit. And I get a feeling that if you can push through, set your fears aside, and not think about this so much, and take this leap of faith, and just take the first action. So you know, when we say leap of faith, it's like, well, you're thinking I got to jump from there to there, like from one point to another point. And really, the leap of faith begins once you decide to take even the smallest amount of action towards that goal. And so what they're encouraging you to do is to take that action, to take that leap of faith to take that action towards that goal, and allow the rest to unfold for you. So don't worry about, the whole going from point A to B. There's gonna be some progression of actions in between, and just focus on that area where you are really comfortable, and that is also stepping out of that comfort zone. So, it's one thing about doing what you're comfortable doing, because you want to encourage yourself to succeed. But we're still not talking about. But you still have to step outside of your comfort zone, which is something different, because it's sort of like we often use this to keep us from, playing it safe. Basically, the comfort zone is about playing it safe, and you can't play it safe when you are making changes. There's just that kind of safety is not there. The only thing is the trust in yourself to know that that you will always have free will, because you will always be making decisions along the way. And so everything is not completely out of your control. And here we have the Star card and the Archangel Jophiel, which we'll be working with this month. And the message of this card just really encourages you. It lets you know that this is a long-term goal, but that you will be successful. And another thing I like about this card, with you normally see traditionally in this card, is that the female in the card is pouring 2 jugs, one into the water, one onto the land, and it's this sense. It kind of reminds me of the Six of Pentacles in a way, in this, that there's a contribution that's being made here, and it's almost like the contribution is restoring hope. It's a restorative contribution. And so at this point, your soul may be focused on a goal that will really bring healing, and that will be regenerative. And so, the hard part is that we're afraid of the responsibilities that will be placed upon our shoulders when we step forward and make this contribution. And just know that you're not doing this alone, that you have the full support of the universe backing you up. So this card is a positive card, and it asks you to be optimistic about what's in your heart to give, and to not be afraid to do so. All right, let's take a look at the message from your guardian angels. And the message here is this is the Eight of Cups, or here it says the Eight of Emotions. So this is a card about that you really feel guided to move in a new direction. And that means, yes, you have to leave some things behind. In this case, you be leaving your own sense of, security, your security blanket, in order to step out and to do something really courageous and empowering. But the thing is that you feel this deeply within yourself, and that you've reached a stage of maturation where you're ready to move on, that you have everything within you, and you've gone through the Seven of Cups. You've made the decision. Your heart is settled, and found that point, that direction, and now it's just to follow it. But let's see, the message in the card says you feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. So this is about, just what we were talking about, that you feel something very strongly right now, and that this opportunity will be successful. So Archangel Jophiel works with the crown chakra, and you can ask her to her name means the beauty of God, to keep, uplifting your thoughts, to keep inspiring you with ideas, to keep your crown chakra clear for that divine communication, and to really be paying attention to these, in really beautiful and inspired ideas that help you to rearrange your perspective and to kind of refreshen your outlook, so that you're always staying optimistic, to the best of your benefit and will, and just to keep encouraging you along the way. So remember to call on her to encourage you, so that leap of faith, so that you're seeing less about the gap, and you're really starting to really connect with the difference that your heart, that the gestures that you make are going to be of tremendous value. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month.